DoorCountyDailyNews.com. This is Grant Doucetta reporting on Hemlock Road just north of County Road K in Kewaunee County, about a mile west northwest of Rio Creek. And there's a large machine shed at a dairy farm here that has gone up in flames, and as you can see, the roof already gone, and several different departments have responded, but they are now just putting out the flames to what is a total loss of a building. The roof is caved in and collapsed, and at this point there are stray fires. You can see some just peeking out above the wall there that is remaining, but for the most part the building is a total loss. It does not look like it has spread to anywhere else, but the machine shed at this farm on Hemlock Road just north of County Road K near Rio Creek, a complete loss. Several different departments have responded. Bug fire just showed up. I've also seen trucks from Kewaunee, Algoma, Luxembourg, Casco, and New Franken, and the list continues to grow. But at this point it is mostly mop-up duty, as the structure itself, which was engulfed with flames not much more than about 35-40 minutes ago. In fact, the calls for assistance went out not even that long ago. It has gone up. The roof is now gone, and unfortunately, as you can see, the building is a total loss. It was a machine shed. There were no cattle inside. As far as I know, there were no people as well, but you can see some of the wreckage of some of the different machine parts there as the firefighters continue to work to put out what is left of the flames. And you can see small ground fires in different places. This is on Hemlock Road just north of County Road K in Kewaunee County, about a mile west of Rio Creek. And if you are traveling in this area, obviously, given the firefighter presence, Kewaunee County Sheriffs are maintaining traffic, particularly at the intersection with County Road K. If you can avoid this area and do a detour, that would be highly suggested for at least the next couple hours here, because it is going to be an active scene for a while. And amazingly enough, in just the last 5-10 minutes, you have seen many of the flames begin to die. Oop, there's a flare-up. And I would expect that you will probably see some of those over the next several minutes, as firefighters from several departments are trying to put out what was, not that long ago, an entire structure fire at a machine shed at a dairy farm here near Rio Creek in Kewaunee County. It went up fast, and it is beginning to peter itself out, but if you are driving this general direction, you will see smoke for miles from the scene of the fire. It stretches to the north and west, being blown by the wind. So you'll see it. You'll know that you're near it. Obviously, if you can avoid it, that would be the best suggestion at this point, because it is an active scene with probably close to 6 or 7 departments now responding. Luckily, if I were to pan to the left here, you can see the rest of the structures are intact, and they look like they are going to be okay. It has been kept to the one machine shed, but unfortunately that machine shed, it no longer has a roof, and for the most part it doesn't have walls, except for right at the front, the part of the structure that was facing Hemlock Road. This is Hemlock Road just north of County Road K, about a mile northwest of Rio Creek. Maybe to put it better, west-northwest would be a better descriptive. And Southern Door now showing up as well. I've seen Southern Door, I've seen Bug, I've seen New Franken, Luxembourg, Casco, Algoma, Kewaunee. It is a all response type of situation here, with departments from multiple counties now coming together to try and put this out safely and keep it from spreading to any other structures here at the farm. Luckily, like I said, if you pan to the left, it almost doesn't look like there's anything going on at all, which is a good thing, meaning the fire is probably not going to end up spreading. But as you come back towards Hemlock Road and the machine shed that was near the road, there are obviously some serious problems here with the building now essentially collapsed entirely, and what was a situation where it was engulfed in flames, the flames now beginning to die out for lack of fuel. But we are still seeing several flare-ups at the center of the building, periodically coming back to life, being put out by responders. And that flare-up getting a little bit bigger. I can't see exactly what is the cause there. In this particular case, I'm not too far away, but I'm still unable to discern between the wreckage of the building and what was inside, and also the smoke, as to what exactly is causing the different flare-ups. But they're definitely dealing with some fire that wasn't there more than 2 minutes ago. Unfortunately for those responding to the fire, there's one road here. There's a road, and the next intersection is close to a half mile down, and probably the same in the other direction. And there's nothing really behind this farm for them to get the ladder trucks to, so they're stuck where they're able to extend the ladder, and that is right where the smoke is billowing out of the building and being blown by the wind. So it's not the easiest scene for them to be able to use a ladder truck from above, just because of the remote nature of the farm and the fact that there are no real roads behind this farm to try and attack it from a different angle. And what you are looking at used to be a machine shed, and when I got on the scene about 15-20 minutes ago, it was still fully engulfed. At this point, you can see there's not much left, and the fact that the building is now in small remnants of what it used to be, you're not seeing a whole lot in the way of, and we can see the ladder now being utilized to try and get those flare-ups from above. But unfortunately for the man on that ladder, he is right in the path of where the smoke is coming out from. So that is not an enjoyable job. Once again, this is Hemlock Road, about a mile west-northwest of Rio Creek, and it is Hemlock Road just north of County Road K, maybe a half mile north. If you were driving by that intersection, Kewanee sheriffs are making sure that traffic is avoiding Hemlock Road at the moment, because the response from 6, maybe 7 departments is rather hefty at the moment. I know they have called Denmark up to Luxembourg to provide any support there in case another incident crops up, because Luxembourg is here with most of their force helping to fight this fire. This is a machine shed, or it was a machine shed, there's not much left. Really, all that is standing is the front wall and a corner, and that is right near Hemlock Road. The rest has collapsed, the roof first and then the walls. And there are the occasional flare-up that they are trying to fight from the ladder. And you can see that the water is now going from above, plus you have different groups of firefighters on the ground also trying to tamp down any flames that appear as things begin to flare up in pockets. Luckily though, as has been mentioned before, but I will pan to the left here, you can see the other structures of the dairy farm. They are just fine. The fire did not spread, the response was quick, and they were able to keep it to just the machine shed here near Hemlock Road. And the smoke beginning to come down a little bit as the flames subside, but you can imagine that they will be here for several hours, making sure that nothing flares up again. Firefighters now beginning to dismantle the little bit of the wall that is still standing, trying to make sure they can find any hot spots and keep any flames from re-emerging, just because you want to make sure that we are in a situation where it does not spread to other structures here on this farm. Once again, this farm, what looks like a dairy farm as far as I can tell, although there are no animals at the moment that I can see on scene. It looks like they have been moved out to greener pastures, we'll put it that way. It is a farm on Hemlock Road, just north of County Road K, about a mile west-northwest of Rio Creek. And you can see firefighters up on the ladder, still attacking it from above. It looks like they are focusing on the center of what used to be a machine shed and potentially a piece of machinery there that's still flaring up on occasion. As this scene begins to wrap up, and it looks like we are essentially done with the fire portion outside of fighting the occasional flare-up, I'm going to end this video. Once again, my name is Grant Ducetto, and this is DoorCountyDailyNews.com reporting just west of Rio Creek, about a mile away on Hemlock Road, just north of County Road K. And if there are any changes to the situation, I will be back with more.